like eating. It's not like I enjoy eating everything and anything, or that I want to eat all the time, or that I want to eat so much till my stomach fills to the brim and bursts open. No, I just like eating the things that I enjoy. But sometimes I find myself second guessing, hesitating to take a bite of that sweet treat that I know well enough I love. I hesitate because of a tiny little thought in the back of my head squeaking like a frustrating younger sibling that I would get fat if I take a bite. And even though I'm well aware of my pretty slim build, I still hesitate before taking a bite. I've never really suffered with some kind of an eating disorder in any way, so I could only wonder how people with severe issues in their relationship with food and their bodies felt. It's not just with weight though, it's with everything about our appearance. We are so nitpicky with how we look, especially as women. Now, I am aware that men can beat themselves up over not fitting the cookie cutter version of themselves that they want to see in the mirror, but I just personally see women more concerned with these topics and perhaps young boys. It might just be me, but I've never heard a middle-aged man around me say that he doesn't like the way his tummy sticks out in his shirt or complain about starting to see wrinkles around his eyes because of smiling too much. Yes, they also like to look nice, but they're not as desperate for it, simply because of the way they've treated themselves and the way other people have treated them about this particular topic all their life. This is precisely the reason why you don't find the same indifference to appearance in young boys and men anymore. It's not like we're alien to it. We've seen it around us, but perhaps turned a blind eye. I've seen my mother make efforts in looking presentable whenever a guest came over, but my father wouldn't be bothered in the slightest. I've seen middle-aged women anxiously trying to cover up their wrinkles and whitening hair. I've seen older women around me discuss body weights and lipstick shades while the men laughed and enjoyed themselves on the side. Now, the divide is not so drastic. Now, everyone is miserable. While young girls worry about their body shapes and BMIs, young boys get insecure about their heights and downturned eyes. Yes, downturned eyes. I had stumbled upon the Luxmaxing community on a random day, and I got to learn that having a negative Gann tilt means it's over for you. I'm not a big fan of Luxmaxing. When I mentioned this to an actual Luxmaxer, he pointed out that what I'm saying is that it's bad to want to level oneself up, but to be honest, that is hardly something I'm against. I like pretty things, like humans do, and I also like to admire beauty in fellow humans. But you see, whenever you would actually pay a little attention to this Luxmaxing content, you will find out that it doesn't just focus on physical attractiveness, but on how physical attractiveness is perceived by others around them. They're seeking pretty privilege. Moreover, most of these people have been the ugly ducklings. That is, they have suffered because of the system and been the deprived bunch, and now they want to get on the top and reap the benefits. That is where my problem arises. My problem is that how come these people who have been victims of the system then start to understand the system, and instead of thinking about changing or fixing this broken system, they continue being caught up in the same webs they have despised for so long in hopes that this game of vanity won't suck so much if they were the winners this time. Well, guess what? A bad game stays a bad game till you do something about it. Sure, winning makes it a little more tolerable, but it is a fleeting bliss, and in a game which requires winning to be treated decently, there will always be the losers who get maltreated, the same losers you once were, and now you enforce the same torture that was once your grief. For how long would the game go on? Well, a game only stops when the players stop playing. The system you complain so much about, it's high time you stop contributing to it. Yes, looks will always matter, but you have the power to decide just how much they would matter. It's important to remember that just because one naturally admires beauty doesn't mean that they can't consciously control their actions and words towards those who they find less attractive. Stop behaving like mindless lab rats and understand your own power in shaping the world you want.